raining.
Yeah, so hopefully this Pokemon that we're looking for will pop up. But...
That's mine. I got it.
Yep, that's an item. Tiny Mushroom.
I don't know what that does.
I forget if Tiny Mushroom does anything. I'm assuming it does different things than Let's Go. To the viewers, you'll have to apologize if I don't remember what every single little thing does in Let's Go, because there are a lot of things changed from the main game. I think you should be good to catch this because it's going to increase your combo.
It's huge! It's mad!
But you are going to want to be careful because we are down to 11 Pokeballs, and I would like to have enough to at least...
What the fuck?
That was lightning.
It was.
Well, hopefully we don't lose power. That'd be really unfortunate.
Oh, Sheikah's looking shit, dude.
Sheikah's laying in her bed. Thank God.
She also just had more catnip.
Oh, awesome. Alright, 58 experience. Not bad. So.
Aw, we're sleepy.
Well, she'll get comfy and we can keep playing our game.
I would love to just... I don't know. Sit and play all the time. Like, I feel like this is a game. No!
I think you got cucked by another Caterpie that was right in front of that Caterpie. Yeah, you're going to want to be conservative. You've only got 7 of these balls left.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. You've got 5 Pokeballs left.
Yeah.
So. Well, now you got... Alright. Hopefully it doesn't break out of this.
Does your... You got it. Does your, like, words like, great, excellent, nice, like, does that increase your chance of keeping it?
It doesn't increase your odds of catching a Pokemon, but it does increase the experience you get.
Okay.
So, it doesn't matter if you get a nice, great, whatever. It doesn't do anything. But, oh, that was actually an XL Caterpie. Even though there's...
I feel like we should run away.
Yeah, we should probably just wait for this Pokemon to spawn. Because it is... It's not absurdly rare, but I believe it's 5% chance. So... Just kind of run back and forth. Don't go too deep into the forest. Let's just kind of stay in this area, because if we go too far, we're going to do this.
I didn't even know that I was going that far. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So that's what I was trying to look for. Yeah. Yes, a change from all of the previous Kanto games is you can actually catch the starter Pokemon in the wild. You can't do that in Red, Blue, Yellow, or Fire Red, Leaf Green.
I fucking hate this Pokemon.
Ooh, Nidoran.
Fucking hate it.
Nidoran female. It's not the best, but Nidoran female is actually a poison type Pokemon, so Oddish is once again at an extreme disadvantage. Do you know what String Shot does?
Nope.
String Shot will lower the opponent's speed.
Why'd you get 2?
What?
You had 2 shots, didn't
No, you're using Metapod. You're using the Metapod, I'm using the Oddish.
Well, yeah, but it looked like you just picked and then you picked again.
No.
That's weird.
You picked String Shot.
Oh my
I'm like, what are you talking about?
God.
So if you want to do damage, you're going to want to use Tackle. And then I will go ahead and use Acid because it is a better move than Absorb. But downside to using Metapod and Kakuna, they are very weak.
I know.
I mean, they're mostly focused on defense because they're cocoons. You just want to get them to level 10, and then once they hit level 10, they'll evolve into Butterfree or Beedrill, and then they'll actually be usable. Pretty good, actually. So, hopefully we can get a Bulbasaur in this forest now that you know it spawns here. So, if we just kind of stay near the grass and just kind of go back and forth between the front area. So, let's go south. And then I recommend you just kind of stay in this front area where we can move back and forth left to right because it's easier to get Pokemon to spawn in the grass that way.
Oh, fuck.
That's not
I thought that was yours.
No. That's Thunder. Yes, give up. Your combo will not be ruined if you run away, as I said, so... Just keep an eye out for the Pokemon that spawn, and then when too many spawn in the grass, we're gonna have to like move out of the area and go somewhere else. So if we like check over here, and we can just wait. If you actually stand still, Pokemon will just pop up naturally without you even having to move. So that's Caterpie. So if we just like sit still, see what pops up. There it is!
Hell yeah!
Right there. There's a Bulbasaur. Alright, so I recommend you definitely use a berry on this so it's easier to catch. Because Bulbasaur is, again, the rarest Pokemon in this area. So you can go ahead and use a raspberry. I forget what the pineapple and nanab berries do. Can you actually hover over those really quick? What does the nab do again? Calms Pokemon. Oh, so it just makes it so they don't attack as much. You don't need to use that one right now. And what's the pineapple do? Makes slightly more likely to get an item when it's given to Pokemon you're trying to catch. Okay, so you're just more likely to receive an item when you catch that Pokemon. So yeah, we'll just use the raspberry. I did not mean to select the bag as well, but if you want to go ahead and use that, we should definitely try to sync this.
1, 2, 3.
Excellent throw.
Hey.
Double time. We got this. And then it's still gonna find a way to break out. Watch.
Nope. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it better not, because we had like the best odds we could have possibly had. So there you go. 66 XP, new Pokemon, and that's another thing. You actually get more experience the first time you catch a Pokemon of that species as well. So now we've got a Bulbasaur in our hands. So you can go ahead and add that to the party if you want. I actually wouldn't mind using Bulbasaur as my Pokemon. But, I mean, ultimately, you can... I mean, and again, as I've said, you get to decide what Pokemon you want on the team and whatnot. But if I could request a Pokemon to use that's on the team, I would. Ugh.
There's a Butterfree! Whoa, let's go fucking get it!
Yeah, we can go ahead and catch Butterfree while we're at it. So Butterfree's actually going to be pretty difficult to catch because now it introduces another thing that you can do, that Pokemon can do, which is they actually hover around and fly. So they're actually more difficult to...
City.
Oh, sorry, I completely zoned out. But yeah, if you want to try and do another one of the things. Okay. Ready?
Set. Go.
Look at that. Excellent throw. Dead on. Alright.
Hell yeah.
So it's still going to find a way. It's still going to find a way.
No?
No, it didn't.
Check that out.
Yeah, your odds are insane when you manage to pull that off. That it's like, it's not guaranteed, but look at that. 216 experience for that. That's huge. So, yeah. It's also level 5, which is, you know, Pokemon don't evolve until certain levels, so it's always funny when you see a Pokemon that's under the level that it evolves at. So, watch that XP just go up. Look at that. Metapod grew to level 9, Oddish hit level 12. The other Oddish hit level 12. Oddish also learned Poison Powder, which is a really good move. Well, it's not a really good move, but it's a good move.
Yeah.
That is actually going to be our first introduction to status ailments, which I'll go over when we do it.
Okay.
So.
Also, sorry that I was, busy for a minute. My friend and I are supposed to go to the park today, but,
It's pouring outside,
It
so...
is. It's supposed to start thundering and lightning and all that shebang.
Yeah, so that was what you really could get out of this forest. What we can do now is we can either continue forward all the way until the end, or we can, if you want to open your box, you hit the Y button. Okay, yeah, you figured that out. But if you want to go ahead and advance to the end of the dungeon, we can, or we can go back and buy more Pokeballs, whichever you want to do. You want to add to party.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Look at all these Caterpies.
So you can go ahead and get rid of whatever you want. But I'd recommend, since you have that Metapod at level 9,
I'm gonna
you should
keep
just
that.
Yeah, let it evolve instead. Because another thing that you should know is a Pokemon that you train up naturally is going to be stronger than a Pokemon you just catch in the wild at the same level.
True. Right. Yeah, I get that.
So
I don't like that Rattata. I don't want
Well, I mean, you don't need to have it. This isn't going to be, for those of you watching, this isn't going to be a 151 or 153 complete the Pokedex run or anything like that. I did want to do that when I streamed this game like a year ago, which I don't know if you even remember.
Nope.
We did do several streams of this game.
Did we?
We did. But I'm not surprised if you didn't remember.
No, because I didn't really care.
But, well, yeah, so now we got a Bulbasaur and a Metapod, which is pretty cool. So now the Bulbasaur is going to follow me around. Oh, another Butterfree just spawned. Are you playing with Nugget?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, again, if you remove Pikachu from the party and you don't use it in battle, you can still do this stuff. So it's not like that element's just completely removed. But I'm personally an advocate of, if you want a fair challenge with this game, don't use the starter. Don't do it. If this is your first time and you really need the assistance and the help, go for it, because you're not going to understand what I'm talking about, and I don't intend for you to do it. But Pikachu has perfect IVs in all categories, 31 across the board, which is obscenely broken and absurd and unbalanced, but, you know, whatever. Let's make the game easier than it already was. And then it can also learn these special moves throughout the game that make it just overpowered as hell. And it gets a special move on top of those that it can use every once in a while, which is absurd. It's just, it's broken. So if you want a reasonable challenge with the game, don't use the starter. But the other thing is, when you catch a Pokemon that's rare, like that Butterfree or like Bulbasaur, once you have a catch combo of one of that Pokemon, it will spawn more often too. That's why we're seeing so many Butterfrees right now, whereas we weren't seeing any before. If we still had Bulbasaur as the most recent caught Pokemon, it would be spawning way more right now. But, you know, because we caught that Butterfree, it kind of undid that. But yeah, we're going to head back to the store, I think, and maybe buy some Pokeballs, and then we'll meet you back inside Viridian Forest. I guess while we're in the Pokemart, I can at least say, buy 10. Just buy 10. Trust me. Buy 10 exactly. 10. There you go. Whenever you buy 10 Pokeballs at a Pokemart, you get a 1 free Premier Ball as a bonus. A Premier Ball is just a differently colored Pokeball, but you get it for free. So my recommendation is you always just buy 10 Pokeballs at a time, because you get 1 extra ball for free. If you were to buy 20 Pokeballs, you'd only get 1 Premier Ball anyways. So buy 10, you know, at a time. At least for the early game where you are kind of a little scarce. I would recommend saving the less bit of money for other stuff you may need. But you can actually go in your bag and sell. I actually want you to do that if you could. You can actually sell stuff that you have to make more money. So you could sell that tiny mushroom, which I think is actually what you're supposed to do if you hover over the tiny mushroom. Very small room. Oh, so it doesn't sell for that much. I'd actually hold on.
Wait until there's a collector
later.
looking for it? Okay.
But you see those white Pokeballs? Those are Premier Balls.
Oh, okay.
They don't act any differently. They don't increase your odds or anything. They don't do anything like that. They're just a differently colored Pokeball. Same everything else. It's just a fully white ball with a red line instead of the red and white with the black. So
Okay.
if you just want a Pokemon in a different kind of Pokeball, you know, you can use it. But they are free. They are 2 free balls, so, you know. One thing I would like to look up or figure out at some point as we play this game is what happens if you and I were to use 2 different Pokeballs and we did that synchronized bonus, which Pokeball it would prioritize. I'm assuming it would prioritize you, but like if you used a Pokeball and I used a Great Ball, I was wondering if it would prioritize the one with the higher catch rate or if it would just prioritize yours because you're player 1. I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, I wonder.
But we won't find that out for a little while yet.
Okay.
But now that we've caught a lot of Pokemon in this area, we can just go ahead and finish up Viridian Forest for you.
Okay.
So,
See you later, BB.
Yeah, I'll let you take it away from here. You know, just go ahead wherever you think you need to go. And I will tag along for the ride with my my Bulbasaur. Or as you like to say,
Balls are sore. My balls are sore.
Are you gonna nickname it? Okay.
What did I name him?
I don't know, but you could just wait till it's a Butterfree. But yeah. I will say this is another nifty feature of Let's Go, and that's the thing about Let's Go, is there's a lot of things that this game does super well that are like awesome improvements for the franchise, but it took so many other things away, and that's true with pretty much every Pokemon generation. Because it's really cool that you can just nickname your Pokemon on the fly like this, because you couldn't do that in so many other games before it. You know, this is a really cool feature. The Pokemon following you thing that's following us on the map, that had not been in a game since Heart Gold, which came out 8 years prior. All the games that came out between Heart Gold and this game did not feature the following mechanic. So,
Really?
yeah. But I guess we can carry on through Viridian. So, in case you haven't figured it out by now, Viridian Forest is kind of just the introductory dungeon. This is just the first of many dungeons we'll be experiencing throughout the game.
This is a dungeon?
Yeah. I mean, it obviously doesn't look like a dungeon, but dungeons are pretty much just defined in Pokemon as these, I don't want to say inclusive, but like inside areas.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
But just like in these secluded areas that are like within a smaller map region. Like the world of Pokemon Kanto is all one giant map, but within it there's like caves and forests and stuff that are kind of like kind of smaller areas. Those are what dungeons are. So Bulbasaur here has only got Tackle and Growl to start, but it is level 3, so it's going to be pretty weak to begin with. It should get stronger as we play the game some more. The other convenient thing about fighting Cocoon Pokemon is that they only know Harden. I mean, yours doesn't because yours started as a Caterpie, so it knows Tackle as well. But when you fight a Cocoon or a Metapod, it's only going to know Harden.
Yeah.
So I noticed you're using the move String Shot. That move lowers the Pokemon's speed, but it doesn't do any damage.
I know.
So,
it's not really getting hurt much, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing things.
I'll
learn as I go.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I recommend you using an offensive move as opposed to a defensive move, because when fighting Kakuna, it can't really do anything to you. It just kind of uses Harden.
We'll just sit and we'll do Harden together.
That's actually something that happens in the anime.
I know.
Oh, you've seen that episode?
I told you I've seen every episode.
Okay.
It's where you're fighting the pincer dude, and the samurai dude, and they're sitting there, and they both got Metapods, and then the sun shines down, and then that's when all of the fucking Beedrills, and they come, and Ash freaks out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Look at me. Fucking nothing.
But notice, Metapod actually they both got the same amount of experience, so never mind. I thought that this was like a different game. Never mind. You got $36 for winning. You will get more money as the game obviously progresses. So.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to be only having a couple thousand Poké dollars to start. It will get progressively larger as we go on. But up here is an item. You make sure you're facing it. You're having difficulty with this. Why is this so difficult for you? There you go.
That was so dumb.
But yeah, Viridian Forest is also the introductory area for a lot of different things, like items being on the ground everywhere. You can find them on routes too, but there are more items in dungeons on average, so when you go in a place like Viridian Forest, you're going to find way more stuff on the ground.
Am I supposed to go this way?